What is going on, my guys? Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday morning. Just wait a little bit till some people get in here. If you'd like to support the channel, there's some links in the description. You can check out some of the free stuff down there. They do help support the channel. What's up, dude? How's it going? This is really fast. You guys are here really fast. Wasn't prepared for that. I always do the intro because some people watch this as it's recorded. It's going pretty good, man. Pretty good. Gotta paste this over. Kaunaj, what's up? Is Joe live streaming? I hope I'm not like stealing his viewers. Notification squad, Caroline, what's up? I've never had a notification squad before, so it's kind of nice. What's up, man? Michael Malo, Strategic Lion, how's it going? I'm a little bit late today, but that's okay. I had a lot to take care of. Hello from the Philippines. Hello from Salt Lake City. Aporv, what's up, man? Sergey, what's up, man? How's it going? You think that you're starting to become a regular? I don't remember seeing the Strategic Line. Is your work hard? Acer. Josh, yo, what's up? Thomas Roberts, what's up, man? I think you left a comment asking if I had a speech impediment. I don't know if I do. I kind of mumble sometimes. That's my problem. Famous ATB. What's up, dude? How's it going? But is my work hard? I don't know. Define hard. What makes it hard? The length of time? The fact that I don't know how to complete a task? I don't know. Right now, it's always difficult. I'm always trying to challenge myself and do things I haven't done before. First time watching the stream. Well, Michael, thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time. I hope you enjoy it. We're just kind of hanging out. Am I going to do something special? Fro 30K subs. I don't know. Maybe. Did I post on Discord? I did not. I did not do that yet. I should, though. Have you used RxJS? I haven't yet. You watched the stream, but you haven't commented that much. Well, I appreciate you breaking out of your lurker status. You know, that means a lot. Can I explain why preferred programming language doesn't determine skill? The ability to solve problems determine skill, right? It's not the language. You have to be language agnostic, but you got to be pro skill. You know what I mean? You're going to go to some company probably, and they're going to be like, well, we use this stack. And they're going to be like, well, you're going to be like, I've never used that stack. And they'll be like, well, this is what we use. You want the job or not? And so you got to figure out to just, you got to adapt on the fly. Morning, gentlemen and ladies. Pothead dude, you're everywhere, man. What you do all day, fam? Did I see the trailer of Bodied? I did not. Saw the dab, insta-clicked. What up? You know, I was second guessing myself on that dab. I was like, oh, dislikes for dabs. But, you know, I think dabs are 2016. You know, I am very smart. You know, I am not a smart man. I don't know. A degree doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that you're good at taking tests. And I don't even think I'm that great at taking tests. I think I'm just... If I had to give myself some kudos, I'd give myself some kudos in that, like, tell me I can't do something and I'll figure out a way to do it. How to improve skills at problem solving. Any tips? Yeah, you just have to keep doing things. I mean, you just have to not... Dollars for dabs. I thought about putting that as a title, actually. You hustle, son. All right. See what's up. Dollar dabs. $1 for dab. Oh, I need a new chair. I need to get a sponsorship for a DX Racer chair, I guess. That'd be sweet. How's the quality? Nice and crispy? Still crispy? I'm trying to figure out why my last video has like so much of a higher dislike ratio. I think it's because a lot of people are mad that I talked about you have to go to school for 2 years in the US to get a bunch of useless stuff. I don't know. Slay the interview, hire you please. Yeah, dude, you're gonna do good. Finland's STEM degree. Finland has the most educated people in the world. I mean, Finland is pretty good. It's pretty hard. Finland's up there, right? They're like the only Typically, when you think of like STEM and science stuff, you think of like more Asian countries, but Finland's like the country that's up there with the other Asian countries. Just buy a Recaro racing seat and turn it into a chair. It's a lot cheaper. Oh, that requires work. Listening to me while you program. Shout out from South Africa, dude. Awesome. Christine, how's the book? How's the, you know. You're not the only one. Wow. Have you been away that long? Yeah, so I uploaded the video and people were just insta-disliking the video. I don't know why. No one said anything. Everyone's like, yo, this video is entertaining. And then I have no idea. I think maybe people are mad because I said an engineering degree is useless, but that's not what I said. I said a lot of the classes in there are kind of useless. Like, why did I have to take an art history class to do engineering? What? I don't know. Can I show my first resume and first projects as a special video? Actually, I wrote that down as a to-do. And my first project, maybe we can look at some of my cringe stuff. I feel like every video I make is a little bit cringe, though. So that's a lot of content to review. You keep getting recruiter messages for offers with Trilogy. I don't know, man. A lot of people are saying, like, you're mad because they didn't want, or some of the comments on the video that the guy that he made was like, he doesn't, or he thinks that he's worth $19 an hour, and I'm like, absolutely. With 3 years experience in the industry, it's 100% like that's just not enough money. What do I think about Codify Academy? I haven't looked at it yet. Cheers from Brazil, very inspirational. Hey, appreciate that. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Not all of it is like, here's how to do something revolutionary. Some of it's just kind of like, let's just talk about some stuff. First assignment you ever did was MIPS. You had to take a class in mechanical engineering where you analyze scenes from the notebook. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I think like a lot of the fluff classes are just money grabs. The thing that I really don't like, I'm not trying to make it a negative stream, right? But like the thing that really grinds my gears, so to speak, is that if you fail a course in the United States, you have to retake the course, which means you have to repay tuition and re-spend another 6 months of your life to do that course. Whereas in Finland, hey, you just take the final exam again. If you fail it, hey, you can take it one more time. If you fail that, you're out. You got to retake the test. But I just think that it's silly to have to spend an entire another semester, repay the entire tuition just because you were like 2 points off or something like that. Like, it's just ridiculous. But, you know, got to make those papers. The homeless guy holding a sign outside of California got hired. Well, I mean, he got hired because he went viral on Reddit. Because Silicon Valley is supposed to be the place of lots of money, and it's like, oh, this guy's like homeless. I've seen, there's actually another picture of a guy that says, take a resume, I want to feed my family, but that post didn't blow up, and no one cared, right? So just the luck of the draw. Yeah, your school is anything less than a C. It's the same thing. It was the same thing when I went to school at Southern Polytech in Georgia. You had to get a C in everything. All the major courses, you had to get a C. You said, I think, so perfectly PC. You tune in because I'm a chill dude with real opinions. I try to be pretty chill. I think I'm just a bro like you guys. Or bro dudettes. I don't know. Do I do testing at my job? Like, not seniors or anyone else? We don't do testing. If anything, we do manual testing, and then we, like, give that to QA. And so the first time I went to QA, I was like, yo, what kind of tests are you guys writing? And they're like, well, we manually QA. I'm like, so your job is to, like, sit in this room all day and click through the application and make sure there's not bugs. He's like, yeah. Just got to say, you're loving the Cold Steels class on Udemy for web dev. Best course ever. You know, it's a bold claim. That's a bold claim, but I've seen some good reviews. You can be a bro, Christine. All right, welcome aboard. For EMT, you have to have a B. Me and all the other girls. Do you think it's okay to apply to jobs with only a to-do list and calculator as projects? Now, you're going to need more than that. You're going to need something with a backend, or at least an API call, right? That's just hard-coded up front, easy peasy, modify the DOM, but you're going to need something with an AJAX request like minimum. Purdue was difficult. You hated it at times. I imagine it was. Some of the classes had some like, we had like this community college mixed in with the actual college. And I remember we had a face painting day at college. It was a friggin' face painting day. I'm like, what? It was like, generally it was like for the older people that were like, I don't know, had kids, and I don't know. There was like these 35-year-old people just getting their face painted like at community college. I'm like, what is going on right now? Craig, good morning. Do I know why Lambda chose C over C++? I don't actually know anything about why they picked their curriculum. I assume it's because of memory management. And yeah, probably just because of memory management. Yeah, they had like a pizza day. They had to like bring your kid to work day. I'm like, this is college. Or why would you bring your kid to college day? Why is this a thing? They had like those little red flyers, those little wagons, and they're like people were putting their kids in like little wagons, and they were like pulling them around campus. I don't know. But there were some hot chicks there. I mean, that was the only chicks that were there because it was an engineering school. But it is what it is. At least there's something to look at besides a bunch of dudes. Am I an elitist who doesn't think a community college is a college? I don't particularly care either way, mainly. I think a college is a college. I went to community college, so that's where I did some of my useless courses there. I did art history. I had to do remedial math. That was neat. I remember I had to do remedial math because my SAT score wasn't good because I stayed up the night before playing WoW all night. And then my dad was like, hey, you got SATs at 7 a.m. I was like, I just went to sleep at like 2 hours ago, Dad. He's like, get up, we're taking the SAT. I'm like, okay. And so I remember I just like circled all the boxes on SAT and like just checked everything because I didn't want to do it. And anyways, I got like a super bad score on my SAT, and so I had to take a whole bunch of remedial shit. Why don't I like kids? I mean, I like kids, but It's 12:30 a.m. Saw the live video. You need to go to sleep. Live stream better than the stream. Party with moms, bruh. No thanks. How are you making money now since you quit your job? Different ways. I teach code. I do YouTube ad revenue. If you're starting on a web development and you were 23, what backend would you learn? And I was 20. I don't know. The age doesn't necessarily matter. Look what's in the industry. So probably PHP, Python, one of those. Love the dev. Thanks, man. Thanks for chilling. What do you specialize in and plans for the future? What do I specialize in? So my niche, like there's a lot of people that really love to code. A lot of people that really just love to solve problems, love to code, right? And I love to help people learn to code. That's where I'm at. That's what's fulfilling to me. You took 2 remedial math, dude. I took remedial English. I took remedial history. Apparently that's a thing. Gotta learn history again. I took remedial math. Like, what's a real number? And I remember like I didn't even show up to class. I think I came in twice, and then everyone else in there was like 40, and they like couldn't solve like 2x equals 4, solve for x, And I was just like, okay. Did I just wake up or something? No, I've been up since about 7 today. I went to sleep at about 12. I was watching American Horror Story or something, whatever that show's called. Dude, that show's like messed up. Next level. That's like Game of Thrones level. Like the bad people don't get what they deserve, and I'm just at the end like, this isn't satisfying at all. But I can't stop watching it. Girlfriend teaches English at community college and confirmed students are subpar. Yeah, learn SQL, then GraphQL. You have to learn Apollo, too. Don't forget about that Apollo. Graduated Bootcamp a year ago. Haven't gotten any jobs. On the verge to give up. Should you join Lambda? What was the Bootcamp? What did you learn? Maybe you need a new resume or anything. How do you know you're ready to apply to a job? Keith, I wish there was an easy answer. There's never a moment that you're going to know. And the people that I work with now, I even... like the people that I work with, that I teach code to now, I'm like, look, you got to start applying to jobs. And they're like, but I don't feel like I really, I'm like, that you're never going to feel like that when you first apply to a job. Like any college grad will tell you they have no idea what they're doing, but apparently I'm done with college. So that's like their sign to apply. But do they feel ready? No. Did I feel ready when I got my engineering job? Absolutely not. It's just, you're never going to feel ready. But let me give you, like, I guess some actionable advice, right? Do you have I don't know if you're front end or back end, but ideally you should have a project that goes from wireframes to prototype to actual hard-coded front end, hard-code, and then like a back end, so you could have dynamic data. Just a project that goes from start to finish, complete. Ideally, you've also followed that project along with a Trello board, so you can show that you've done an agile or Kanban sort of way of doing that project. Node is nice. Well, Node's okay. Node's pretty good. Yeah, you never feel ready for a job. Oh, Malo, yo, dude. So Malo, he got the job raise. He went in there and he was like, yo, give me a raise. Full stack or no stack? I should have tried to work for Lego. What do you mean? You learn basic front-end development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootcamp, Ajax. Okay, so replace Angular with React. Learn how to do basic React, and then I think you'll be better. Anyone is looking for an iOS developer, let me know, front-end, back-end. I don't know if this is... There's actually some places on Reddit, Johnny, that you could go post on if you really want to, like, up that stuff. If you want to, you know. Oh, yeah. Give me some clap emojis for the raise, Malo. Congratulations. They hit you with that raise. Because I remember one stream you were in here, you were complaining. You were like, bro, I don't make any money. I got like just enough to live, just enough to like get to work. And like I was like, bro, you gotta go in there with like your accomplishments and be like, look, I demand it, but like you're worth it. And if you have a good bargain, you know, what can they say? No? All right. Node or PHP, you hate yourself? But they're both okay. I don't really know Node enough to do like a backend. I know PHP. At Josh, you completed MCSD, okay. You have 2 certificates, one in software development, the other in, you're struggling to get a job. Michael, they might think that you're overqualified and want too much money. You'd be surprised. Sometimes a master's degree can actually, you know, hinder you because they think that you want too much money or, well, I don't know. That's usually it. Just got a job. They're using Angular and RxJS, which you've never used, so they gave me 2 weeks to learn them. Well, I'm sure they'd give you more time if you needed. Thinking about repolishing your skills, thinking go to Lambda. I mean, learn React and you'll be all right. Rails is super easy, apparently. Rails. Pass on Rails. Can someone post this to Discord? If one of you guys are in here, can you just post that to Discord? What should you expect from meeting with the CEO of a startup after your initial tech culture interview? CEO is going to ask you, why do you want to work here? You should really invest in that CEO's vision, 100%. So look up what the CEO is about, and then definitely try to get with his vision. That's what he's going to ask you about, right? Like, why do you want to be part of it? Are you just there for the money, or are you there for, you know, how long to learn React? In what way? You're about to graduate IT. Unfortunately, don't have any projects or internships. Do you have any tips on how you can land a job? Yeah, the first step to landing a job is to make projects. Without projects, they're not going to look at you because you have no idea to back up what you're saying on your resume. That's the problem. Like it's not maybe, you just have to have projects, man. Like, because at that point, without projects and without any internship history, essentially you and I could both have the same resume, and it doesn't mean anything because anyone can just make a resume saying that they're an expert. I mean, I don't know, unless you can like really get your foot in the door and you like know someone. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. You got an overqualified reject before? yeah, you gotta maybe limit yourself on that education section. All right, I'm gonna post this to Discord real quick. Tomorrow is a 1 month since I've quit my job to do this. Things are going. It's a little crazy though. Hey guys, if you're here, please hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. It really does help. It really does help these videos do good. I don't know what's going on, but the engagement helps these videos do really good in the YouTube algorithm and brings people to my channel. We can get more people, we can get more answers, we can get more experience, we can talk about more content, get more ideas going. So if you're here and you're lurking, just Alt-Tab to me real quick. If you're at work, hit that thumbs up, then Alt-Tab back so you don't get in trouble with your boss. I appreciate that. Sergio, what's up, man? How's it going? Who here has not seen Venom yet? Because you guys need to go watch it. Well, I don't know. If you guys liked him as a kid, definitely, like, Venom is the movie I would have made if I was a kid and made a movie about Venom. But my girlfriend, she was never into really superheroes. Like, she just kind of... She's like, I don't know, I don't think I'd watch it again, but the humor was hit or miss. And I was just like, eh. Treehouses, 25 bucks a month. Should you take a week or so and finish? Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, Treehouse is 25 bucks a month, but they also have like a free trial. You can test it out, see if that's your learning style. Haven't seen it yet? Oof. You guys got to go see it. Andre, thanks for hitting that thumbs up. You don't really like superhero movies? Congrats, Josh, on having the courage and confidence to pursue... Oh, joke's on you, assuming I have confidence. It's more about, like... I don't know. It's more about taking the risk. It's more about not having the regret in the future. I mean, I saved pretty much everything I made at my job past paying bills, right? I didn't buy anything new. I saved for a while. Saved. I know that I can, like, take a loss for a good while and still be able to live, and I think by that time I could hit equilibrium and be able to live. Why were critics so rough on Venom? I don't think any of the critics were probably superhero. I don't know. There's like Marvel, right? Marvel is like family friendly. You can kind of jump into a Marvel movie, but with Venom, if you don't know what Venom is about, you don't know who he is, you never played with like the Venom figurines growing up like I did, dude, I was like super fanboy. What about Venom was better than Spider-Man? I don't know, because Venom is actually a good guy. Like, the problem, Venom is a good guy, but he just has to eat people to stay alive. That's the problem. Spider-Man doesn't have to eat people. I mean, he's just Spider-Man. But Venom, like, in order for him to be able to survive as a parasite, he has to eat people. Yeah. What qualifies someone to say, I know this language or I know that language? I don't think anyone ever reaches a point where they're like specifically qualified. If someone says, I know this or I know that, that could mean they've, wrote 2 lines in it or they've written an application from scratch in it. It can mean any number of things, really. I don't think there's a point. I think they could have made Venom really cool if they kind of just went with the Deadpool style, because Venom is kind of like it's a pretty graphic novel, really. If they just said, you know what, let's just do it Deadpool style and just hit it with that rated R rating, they could have gone a lot more, I don't know, for the adult audience, but it was Sony, right? So they said PG-13 only. People are blaming Lady Gaga. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. How's it going, my good man? My good sir. How's it going? Yeah, if it was rated R, Deadpool style Venom, that would have been good, right? Because in the movie, whenever Venom eats somebody, they cut away to someone's reaction of people watching someone being eaten, and it's just like, oh, come on. Yeah, it's PG-13, but they like push it to the limit of PG-13. It's just like, Why don't we just bump this up to rated R? I mean, that's what it should have been. Did I miss some questions? Yeah, obviously dropped to PG-13. I don't know what they were doing. I think they pushed it to the limits, but they were like, yeah, just cut this out. And they should have just done it the same way they did with Deadpool. One of the NG Cord guys came to an indie, give a talk. You almost got hired at Google right then, but you didn't have the authority. Then your resume got lost. Dude, it sounds like you need to call that dude up. You don't know how it ties with the new Spider-Man? I don't think Venom and Spider-Man will cross paths because the two universes are very different, and they're made by different studios. I mean, Marvel is part of it, but like, yeah, hold on. Okay. Do I think Dana White? I don't have any opinions on Dana White because I don't know who that is. Nor, I don't know, it doesn't really affect my day that much. Dana White says Connor wants a rematch. I guess, I don't know. I don't really watch UFC. Hey, remember me from 3 years ago? How about that job? I mean, you could do that. Just, you know, most times when people reach out to you and it's been a few years, it's usually something to do with multi-level marketing. Spider-Man 3 was the best. Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was the worst. Ugh, he's so emotional. He's the most emo Spider-Man ever. Pothead, appreciate you. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoughts on working for a startup in the early stages of your career? Definitely work at a startup. You're going to wear a whole bunch of hats. You're going to work on stuff, and then investors are going to be like, yeah, we don't need this anymore. Sorry, pass. That's going to happen. That happened to me. Actually, what happened to me at my startup was the entire business model got flipped upside down. Investors were like, sorry, no more money for you until you figure this out. And then because I was the part-time guy, they were like, hey, Josh, we all kind of need to pay our mortgages, and you're just part-time, and investors aren't giving us any more money, so sayonara. You're doing an excellent job. Keep up the good work and determination. Hey, I appreciate that, online man. That means a lot coming from online man. Dude, why are you fame whoring? I mean, I don't know. Apparently I'm just a fame whore. I just like attention. Came for the good programming content. Go find someone else then. We're just hanging. For every one of you vocal minority people, there are 10 other people that are like, yo, good stuff. I don't get it. It's all good. People are just salty. Am I excited for Aquaman? Yo, Aquaman was my shiz because like I did like swimming growing up. I'm like a fish. How many times have I been fired? You don't ever want to get fired. That's not good. Am I going to answer the question? Probably not. You have to do daily content. When you're at this level of subscribers, and when you quit your job to do this, you got to make content. You got to be engaging. You got to chill with your audience. You have to, well, I mean, you don't have to, but I choose to do that because I want to be, you know, I'm a real person. I'm not just some guy making videos. I remember whenever I'd watch live streams, there'd be one person would ask a question, and everyone would be asking questions, and he'd only answer one and talk about it for like 35 minutes, and that's not how I try to do live streams. Also, there's more to life than code. There's more to life than programming. It's all good. That's why this isn't Josh's Coding Insights. It's Josh's, it's just my name. You're an iOS developer, but sometimes you watch the vids because they're entertaining, and you see that I'm genuine. Hey man, appreciate that. I'm just trying to make it, I guess. Have I read Life 3.0? I haven't. What is that about? Did that startup ever make it, or is it not in business? Well, So the startup, when I went there, they had like $2 million in funding. I don't know if they're still, I think they're still in business. I occasionally see Facebook posts. I know the CEO is still the same. The CTO is still the same. But pretty much everyone else that works there has either quit or there's just, I don't know. He started really strong with good content regarding programming and how to tackle difficulties of the corporate world. Now it's just daily irrelevant live streams. You don't have to be here, man. You don't gotta. It'll be a sad day when the fan base. I don't know. I don't do enough trending stuff to really get that fan base. Have I seen the new Venom? Dude, Venom. We were just talking about that. It's so good. Just sent the first quote to first client. Fingers crossed that he accepts it. Well, I mean, hopefully the budget's there. Fingers crossed for you, my dude. I'm sure it'll go good. Yeah, the live streams are about engaging with you guys, connecting. I need to step up my game and do Treehouse live streams later in the day, but man, it's just... I mean, please try making a video that's 10 minutes long every day with decent quality, and then do a live stream and then teach people. I don't know, man. It got a lot going on. I see where you're coming from, but you don't have to be here. Just stick around for the videos that you do like. But pretty much this is the grind reel, this is the brand that I try to push, trying to like showcase what this is about, right? Like I'm not like, I can't buy a mansion, I can't buy Lambos. I'm just working my way up to creating a brand and showcasing it as I do it, which kind of feels kind of very meta about it, but you know. Coding phase, yo, we about to pull up, fam? Yeah, dude. I respect your opinion to free speech. Sorry that it seems like I'm fame whoring to you, but maybe we can still be bros. Editing takes a very long time. You'd be surprised. It's the tedious things. Sometimes I second guess myself. Sometimes things don't render. It's really, I want to do 2 videos a day. It's an unlisted video, but I made a challenge to myself where I was like, I'm going to make 3 videos a day. And my friend was like, I will literally give you a blowjob if you make 3 videos a day that are like 10 minutes long and decent quality, because it's just impossible, you know? How much would I estimate my YouTube stream setup has costed so far? Well, I've always had a gaming computer. That's just kind of been my thing. The stream setup's not that high quality. I've had this camera for a while. I actually bought this camera here because I had my first remote job and we had to do daily stand-ups. Can I review your JavaScript movie app? Yeah, dude, send it over. I'm the one YouTuber you interact with? Hey, that's cool, man. I try to interact with everybody. Have I seen Slaughterbots? I haven't. What is that? I should just buy my subs? Is that a thing? From your perspective, I make the bulk of my money from teaching. I make about maybe 40 to 50%. I don't know. It's split between teaching and YouTube, mainly. It's about 50-50. But, I mean, it's just... I can about break even, and then my girlfriend pays rent, so... It's not like, you know, I'm just... It's very up and down. If I don't work, I don't get money. If I don't live stream, if I don't make videos, I don't get money. Which is kind of cool, right? But at the same time, it's like, hey, if you want to buy this thing, you have to do this thing. Which is kind of nice, because you don't have to deal with people over your shoulder. Some people need that. How many hours a week do I focus on learning dev in my spare time? In my spare time. I don't focus. I should take time, go to the side and like do some deliberate practice, as it would be called, to study code. But I get the majority of my teaching code. Yeah, the majority of my actual coding comes with teaching code, and when students ask questions that I have never even considered before. Almost 1 a.m. in South Korea. Peace out. Yo, peace out, fam. Quote of the day: you're not as good as you think you are, but you're not as bad as they say. I mean, you could also be like, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to me, but I'm the worst thing. Like, you just have to get out of your own way type of deal. Steam it. is another platform you can monetize your content on. Oh yeah, I've looked at Steemit, but I think people don't upvote your content on Steemit if you're not making it explicitly for Steemit. I could copy paste it over there if I wanted, but I don't know if it would do any good. Got accepted to Bootcamp today. Do I have any thoughts on the mindset of learning to code compared to working, grinding it out, incremental gains, benefits of discipline? It sounds like you're spot on there, fam. Just be prepared to hit that wall and be really frustrated. And yeah, it's gonna happen. Releasing my supplements. They're already released, Max. You can go buy them. They're on my website. I hand make them. I will send you a personally handwritten letter that says thank you for buying this, because no one is buying this. I don't really shill them that much because I don't like to shill. But yeah, you can go. These are what I take when I focus on coding. Please go buy these, right? They're on my website. But they are released. Slaughterbots is an arms control. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That sounds pretty intense, Tony. Do I play Fortnite? I tried playing Fortnite this weekend, and I can't figure out how to build. I mean, I rebinded my keys. I don't know. I don't survive long enough in the game to figure out how to, like, change my sensitivity and stuff. I feel like it'd be more fun with friends, but when you play with some rando squads, they don't pick you up. So, how long did it take to get my first 100 subscribers? I don't remember. I made my first video in like 2008, and it was a WoW video, and I posted it on YouTube, but I released it to this place called like warcraftmovies.com or something, which at the time had a lot of traffic, so I got a lot of my views from there. How much modafinil do I put in my supplements? Yeah, I don't put any of that in there. Can I tutor you? Yeah, sure. There's a program for it. It costs money because you want my time, and I don't mean to sound like a douchebag, but if you, I mean, I offer it. It just costs money. Is computer science harder than engineering? Computer science is engineering. But if you go for computer engineering, that's typically more geared toward like hardware. But computer science is a form of engineering, in my opinion, right? Because if you go to computer science, get a degree, and then you get a job, the job is called software engineer. Why isn't computer science just called computer science engineering? Would a Raspberry Pi or two do me any good? Contemplating buying one just cause. Well, I want to get there. That's the point of learning Python, is to be able to do Raspberry Pi stuff. What's my dog up to? I think he's just laying on the couch, just chilling out, having a good Tuesday morning. Become a tech tuber, get all the shills. Yep. I don't need to justify charging for my services. Well, you'd be surprised. I get a lot of messages on Instagram that are like, hey, any slots available for mentorship? I know you're busy. And I'm just like, yeah, it costs. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, I thought you were doing this for free because you want to give back to the community. I'm like, yeah, but you want my time, and I could be using that time to make videos. So it's just like, do I have a TeamSpeak room? No, we have a Discord, though. TeamSpeak's a little bit antiquated. Just learn Grid and Git. Should you move on to JS or learn CSS in depth? Learn Sass. Learn the preprocessors of CSS. Also learn Bootstrap. Software engineering student taking physics 2 and advanced C midterm in an hour. Good luck, my dude. You'll do good. You'll do great. I don't know what I was trying to say. Ian Chen, what it up? Dude, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your time. I think I'm going to be doing my first sponsored videos here pretty soon. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I've never had a sponsored video. It's going to be sweet. And like, it's not just like, please go download this Android game on the Play Store. Like, they're actually pretty relevant. So they're pretty cool. Engineering takes more credits to graduate. I don't know. I haven't looked at. I think that could depend where you're at. Do front-end devs need to learn back-end? If you're a front-end dev and you learn back-end, you're full stack. What are we talking about today? There's no real topic, dude. We're just hanging out. I'm engaging with you guys, just trying to be here, trying to be present. If it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, it's because the chat's over here on this screen. Cable TV versus streaming services. I personally have cable, but just because it lowers my overall bill because I locked into some 2-year thing. I don't use it though. I don't even have a cable hookup in my living room where I have the TV. I just watch Netflix or, yeah, that's about it. Just Netflix or Hulu. Are you fully self-employed? I mean, I'm a contractor for teaching, and then through YouTube, I suppose I'm a contractor. But I have an LLC where I send the money that I get as a contractor too. So, in a way, yeah. What I have to learn to be full stack web? Oh man, so full stack depends on what stack you want to learn. So you got to learn front end, back end. Would I recommend learning web dev or mobile app? So web dev is going to become progressive web dev, and then mobile stuff is just going to become progressive web apps and PWAs. As I learned last stream, someone was like, "You talked about PWAs before." I'm like, "What?" So progressive web apps. No prior programming experience. Just learn web dev. Yeah, you're a computer engineering student. I've been told you and the computer science will have the same job. Pretty much. I mean, you're both getting software engineering jobs. I just think computer engineering maybe has a little bit more core math, which you may or may not need, and then more hardware stuff, pretty much. How to start contributing to open source. Literally, that is one of the titles of my video. Go watch that. But essentially, you can go look for bugs, or you can go look for spelling errors, or you could go contribute to, if they don't have a guide on how to contribute. He was about to learn PHP mailer on YouTube, but saw the live, so you've been here for half an hour. Dylan, I appreciate you. Keith, gonna finish your site in a couple days. You have a few projects that are finished up you'll put on your site. Yeah, dude, definitely. If you check Reddit, you'll find the streams. So essentially, I pay like $90 a month for gigabit internet, and that comes with like all the basic cable channels, but I have all of the cable channels on my little Kindle Fire Stick, and since I have Comcast, they give me, I have Comcast cable, I just log into the channels on my Kindle Fire Stick, so it's not that bad. So $90 for gigabit internet, I'll take it. It's 1,000 down, so 1,000 megabits. It's 8 megabits for 1 megabyte, so it's like what, 80 megabytes per second almost. Well, a little bit more than that, but it's pretty fast. And then I only have like 10 megabits up, so it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. I don't know why. The Rick and Morty API doesn't require a key. Does it seem childish? I think that a Rick and Morty project would probably vibe with a whole lot of CTOs and a whole lot of software engineers. Definitely do that. You've been paying that for nearly, well, so it's $90 a month for gigabit internet here in Salt Lake City because we also have Google Fiber, and Google Fiber also offers gigabit for like $70 a month. Why did you quit your job? Well, I quit my job so that I could do this, right? I don't know, man. I just enjoy this a lot more. This is more fulfilling to me. No one has to pressure me to do it. I do it because I like to do it. It's, you know, I can make money. I can pay my bills doing it. So it seems like the way to go. This has like an almost no ceiling cap on it. The more I work, the better I do. Whereas if I'm in a salary job, the more I work, nothing happens, right? I get my salary. This is just more fulfilling. I like managing all this myself. I like being in charge of myself. I feel a lot happier. I feel like I seem happier. If you go back to my other live streams, I'm like, oh, I gotta get to work here pretty soon. But now it's like I could stream all day if I want, but that's not. Yeah, you know. Should you have a resume website? I mean, you should have a portfolio with your resume downloadable on it. Who's my ISP? I have Xfinity or Comcast. Google event today. Yeah, so Pixel 3 is coming out. My friend Taylor, he's just sitting there refreshing the Google Play Store because he wants to get his hands on those Pixel 3. You invested a lot in Bootcamp. What? I didn't invest. $4,500 for my Bootcamp. So I saved that, paid out of pocket. I literally spent I saved up all my money from my first engineering job, gave that to my parents so that they could live, and then saved up the rest and spent that on Bootcamp. Do I think teaching loses your value? I don't think you need to be working at a fully salaried software job to be a qualified dev at any capacity. I've kind of put in my time for that. I can figure things out on my own now. I have the resources and the people and the connections I need to help me figure things out if I don't. But I don't think I have to be working at a job to understand what it's like in the software industry. Not at all. But I think if anything, teaching requires you to be up to date, because you're not going to, I mean, you could teach people old stuff, but if anything, teaching requires you to learn the most up-to-date stuff, and you know, students are going to ask you questions because they're going to be doing the research, and if you can't answer those questions, it's not going to be good. Johnny Petey, what's up, man? Just joined the Discord, solid group. Yeah, we got a good group of people in there. We have some trolls occasionally, but we try to weed those people out when we can. The Google API. So if you use Google Maps right now, they changed it so there's a limit now. You can get 25,000 API requests per month, but just be careful with that. It's a lot easier to hit than you think. How do you hold yourself personally accountable when working for yourself? Well, I mean, if I don't work, I don't get paid, but it's not like some days I drop the ball, right? Some days, like this weekend, I could have done so much more, and I just didn't do it, and I just totally dropped the ball, and I have to hold myself accountable for that, and I can see that recognition and the analytics and the data that I have. Yeah. Can I please stop deleting the streams? I don't delete any of the streams. But how do I hold myself accountable? I mean, I have to do it. I haven't taken a vacation in like 3 years now, literally. Well, it's just because I kept getting let go from jobs because they kept running out of money or whatever reason. But I mean, I didn't get like fired from those jobs, but I just like, oh, we're out of money. Oh, it's not working out. Oh, no more investor money. Like all that stuff. And I've just never taken a vacation, so I just do this and just keep you know, the more momentum, the better. You didn't need to include the dab in the thumbnail. All right, well here's a dab just for you because I wanted to include it in the actual live stream just for you, Laugh. There you go. Is your cringe activating yet? All right, good. Enjoy the stream. Can I send a link to the Discord? Yeah, sure. Just a sec. Actually, if you go into the description down there, like the weather app vid. I haven't actually taken a look at the weather apps yet. I've been super busy. Yesterday I had like 9 student sessions, and a student session is like 1 hour each. So I did a live stream. I went for a 2-mile run, went to the gym, 9 student sessions, made a video, edited that video, made some burgers, and went to sleep. So I haven't really been looking at that. Is the event even necessary? Pixel 3? Well, I don't know. You just died on the outside. So much dab. That's all right. You can. Here's another one, just for you, fam. Just a dab. There you go. I should dab at the intro of my videos now. Ugh. I don't want my fans to be like 14 years old. I don't want them. I don't want to be Jake Paul. What do I teach? Let me pull up what I teach. I'm about to pull up. I don't get that. Like, people get so mad and they're like, we about to pull up or what? Like, why do you want to fight? Why is that the first thing you go to? All right, so here we go. JavaScript, Ruby. I can teach design. A whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff here. So typically front end, back end. Depends on what you want to know, right? If you want to do cake PHP, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I can't do that. Bye. 1 dab equals $1. Yeah, if you guys could hit that thumbs up button, helps the stream, helps the channel do well. Could you recommend a charisma based channel if I don't already know about it? Yeah, I mean, go for it. I'm all about it. Did I work in online projects like remote jobs? I did. The poor thing is crying for lubrication. What do you mean? I can't. What are you talking about? Send the link via what? Charisma on command. Looking it up. Oh, I'm demonetized. Here we go. 3 traits that instantly make you more attractive. Uncrossing your arms, for example. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, he's got 2 million. Can't tell if clickbait, but I'll click the sub. I'll click the sub-a-roni. Why not? 7 weird changes. Ugh. I mean, you got to do it. I hate the clickbait, but I'm guilty. How much raw SQL is actually used? I mean, you're gonna, well, I don't know. Like, you might be using GraphQL. It's getting pretty popular. What would I expect from a university computer science student when applying for a programming job? Or does it, dude, I want to see project portfolios. I don't care how much C or how much, how to make a compiler class. Like, I want to see projects. I want to see everything. Tech addict suck, boy. How's it going? What a sub whore. Dude, if I could get 2 million. He looks like that dude. He looks like Connor Murphy, kinda. A little bit. Well, not in his banner, but like in the videos. 4 charismatic traits. How do you, I mean, if this dude can get 2 million subs on talking about one topic of charisma, you know, then I can do it. I need to be more energetic in all my videos. I think I'm really good at being energetic in the beginning of my videos, and then as the video fades, I get like more and more serious or something like that. Well, I don't know. He's talking about randoms. The seven red flags. How to handle toxic people. What? You don't. You turn around. You had a teacher who broke 2 chairs in 1 semester. Character breakdown. That sounds pretty cool. What's my opinion on UCLA Extension's coding bootcamp? UCA, you're talking about Trilogy? You're talking about Trilogy. So Eric Sanchez, UCLA's Extension Coding Bootcamp is actually Trilogy Bootcamp, okay? So go watch my video about Trilogy Bootcamp, and it's garbage. Don't do that, right? Why would you go to a college code bootcamp instead of just going to college, right? Isn't college supposed to prepare you for a job? Why not just skip college entirely and go to bootcamp if that's supposed to prepare you for a job because it's cheaper and quicker? I don't know. What's my goal? End of 2018, 100,000 subscribers. And now you guys are going to look at the math, and you're going to laugh. I'm going to be right there with you. But that's the goal, right? I actually made a video that releases sometime in February congratulating myself on 100,000 subscribers. So it's going to be real awkward when I don't hit that. Why do undergrad computer science students end up in IT support? Because I don't have a portfolio. Like, you can learn a whole lot of stuff in college, but none of that's applicable to a job. So you need to be hustling on the side. Why won't different hackers talk about the job? I'm not sure. Bro, what are your majors? I have a mechanical engineering degree. What's the name of my website for learning? Oh, wait, what? My website for learning? What do you mean? What do you think about the University of the, what? University of the People Computer Science degree. What does that even mean? Is it free? It sounds free. Oh, Pasadena, California. What is it? Color eggplant? What? Can you get a master's degree in 2 months? Is this one of these programs? Student experience. I don't know. Tuition free. What is tuition free? How can you get it? Who pays for this? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Looks a little bit sketchy. What coding boot camps do you recommend in California? I'm gonna say Lambda School. It's not in California. It's online. I don't know. I've gotten this question before, but actually, someone sent me an email. A girl that went to Trilogy posted all my videos in the Trilogy Slack, and everyone's like, "Wow, this guy's cool." And then I posted that same video like 2 days later. And it was Trilogy boot crap. So I'm not just saying that because I'm like shilling them and I make videos about them. Like, there's no boot camps, and There's just no boot camps that have a guarantee in California. The Odin project, that's a open source, right? So the Odin project doesn't have any videos really. It's more just text based. Follow the tutorial type deal. You'll try to get PewDiePie to shout me out. How are you going to do that? Please explain. That would be sweet, but you know, like a goals report. Document your growth and discuss financial and health goals once a month or every few months. Yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing. But if you start talking about finances, people get weird, you know? If you start talking about how much money you make, people think that you're either rich, or they're wondering how you survive, or they want some of your money, or all of a sudden they're your best friend, or all of a sudden people don't support you anymore because they see a raw number and they don't understand your bills. Like Project Life Mastery. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I mean, I should make a goals video. The problem is, it works for some people if you make a video like announcing it so that you're accountable to a bunch of people, but you still drop the ball. Because I did that. I made a video announcing that I was going to make 3 videos a day for a month, and then I did it like one day. It didn't go good. If I had to start over, after just landing my first, how would I brand myself, make a blog, start a YouTube channel, contribute to open source? I haven't contributed to open source. It's not my thing. I just haven't taken the time to do it. What would I do? I would definitely start a blog. Now, it's your choice to either do it on Medium. Medium has a lot of traffic, and there's a chance that people will see it there. Or you can make your own blog and generate your own traffic, right? So that's the benefit. If you use Medium, Medium's already got traffic. If you make your own blog, hey, it's up to you to get that traffic. Are you thinking about making programming tutorials? I have a Git flow tutorial and advanced Git, so learn Git in 10 minutes. It's on my Teachable. Do a 30-day challenge. I could do a 30-day challenge. I'm thinking about doing that, like a fitness challenge. I want to sign up for some races, like some Spartan races where you got to run like 12 miles and do all the other stuff, like the obstacles. I think that'd be fun to do. What do you follow in self-improvement arena? Oh, who do I follow? All the books, all the people that write the books that I read. So Tom Bilyeu is a good one. Tim Ferriss is a good one. MJ DeMarco is a good one. Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a hit or miss. He has a lot of good stuff, but he kind of rehashes, or I guess the books rehash what he says. With a goals report, you're not making any promises, more of an overview of growth. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I guess that could be good. I don't know if anyone would be interested in it, but I could kind of segue that into the different business things, like, you know, how to make an LLC, how to set growth goals, and then trying to execute on those goals, and then talking about, like, you know, you don't want to give away everything right away, because if you're marketing to people and you're explaining how you're marketing to people, will the marketing even work if you're explaining like what you're doing to grab people's attention? You know what I mean? Do I remember you? Never miss a stream. I remember you. You say that every stream. What about Hack Reactor? There's no guarantee at Hack Reactor. They put emphasis on putting people in 6-figure jobs, but that's because they're in San Francisco, so there's really no other option, because that's what they have to pay you. CS courses don't teach you Git, not a surprise. Yeah, I know. But Hack Reactor was bought out by Galvanize. I don't really know anything about Galvanize, but Eric Sanchez, if you don't want to look at Lambda School or any of the other online places, don't go to a boot camp that does not have a guarantee at all. Do I think programming books? I think it depends on the person. I personally don't like books. I just feel like you could get lost reading a book. I'd rather just jump in. Have you got $100 an hour for any project? No, not really. Would I share some ideas for passive income? There's a subreddit called r/beer money. We could go over a bunch of stuff on there. We could talk about making passive income there. Passive income is passive in the long term, but there's an initial setup cost. So for example, YouTube is kind of passive, right? I make ad money when I'm not here making videos. People watch my videos and they hit the ads or whatever, right? And then I get money from that, which is kind of passive, but there's that initial setup of getting the momentum going of the YouTube channel, getting an audience, getting more views, figuring out how to get more views. All of the passive income doesn't just like hit a button and you get passive income. You have to build it up. Eric Sanchez, there's a link in the description. It says schools that I've worked with. Click on that link. It supports the channel. If you want to, just go to Lambda School. But if you do click that link, it'll take you right to it. But Vincent, I wish there was like a easy way I could say, hey, this is how you make passive income, because there's no simple way to do it. A lot of if you look at some of the stuff, some of the websites that talk about passive income, a lot of the websites talking about passive income make passive income from talking about how to make passive income, right? So all of their links are talking about like, this is how you make a blog so that you can get viewers for ad traffic, and all of their links are just affiliate links, and that's how they're making passive income, not from actually making the blog. Like, it's just a very meta, it seems. Working on filming with the V20. You should be able to do it. Maybe get an external microphone. Would I say my main gig is YouTube channel or coding? I would say it's 50-50. My main gig is entrepreneurship. The medium to making money is all of that combined. Is rhythm school good? I have no idea. Any plans for creating a project where we can all collaborate on? Actually, we have been doing those. Like last month we did a weather API thing. Yeah, so essentially you need to build a brand to generate passive income, which is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it, which seems very meta, right? But I think if you watch me do it, you can see what I did wrong, what videos went bad, and all that stuff. It's just a very kind of meta thing to do. And I know that the grind reel is like me documenting myself, creating a brand, and using that brand to push myself to be self-sufficient, entrepreneurship, and all this stuff. But, just set up niche sites with crazy ads. The dude made like $1 million from a site. Yeah, but the problem is you have to get that SEO up first, and then you have to get people to click on that so that stays at the top of the SEO. That's the main thing. You can sell a course on how to make passive income and make some income. So that's literally what everyone does, right? So if you go to like Smart Passive Income by Pat Flynn, right? He's got a lot of good stuff in there. Talks about marketing, but all of his links are affiliate links. Like, buy this course on how to make a podcast so that you can get sponsored. But like, he's making the money from selling his course on how to, how to make a podcast. Gary Vee's a good teacher on brand building. Actually, I remember walking my dogs. Specifically, I was walking my dogs around the block listening to Gary Vee's Crushing It, the one that came out this year, a few months ago. And I remember thinking to myself, it's if I just scale this, if I scale the YouTube and I grow the brand and I get to do what I want, then there might be a chance that I can do it. That is the book, Crushing It 2018 by Gary Vaynerchuk, is what really pushed me to go hard on YouTube. And just build a brand. Now, so let me give you some example of some of the things that I'm not doing good, that I know that I'm not doing good right now. For example, my Facebook, like I'm not running Facebook ads because I'm not really selling anything. Well, I could do it for my supplements, but Facebook ads, for example, I don't have a very good Facebook page. I'm not doing Twitter that well. Instagram is lacking. I have less than 10% of my subs on Instagram. I have about 1,300 followers on Instagram. I should have closer to 10,000, right? With a ratio of YouTube subs of closer to 30,000, then I'd have at least 30%. So I'm doing a few things bad that I'm very aware of right now. Maybe I could talk about that if you guys are interested. But Gary Vee produces content on every single platform. But then again, he has a group of people following him around all day long, every day with a film, right? And I can't hire somebody to film everything. But essentially, you just have to start documenting everything that you're doing. Because as time goes on, more and more people are going to realize this. More and more people are going to start documenting it, and it's going to be a lot harder to get yourself ahead of the pack. And so it's already really difficult right now, but imagine how difficult it's going to be in like 3 years, 2 years. Everyone's going to be like just documenting everything because it's not hard to do. Yeah. It's just everyone should build a brand, because the people who aren't building brands, the people who are just playing games, like if you want to play games, that's great. Play video games, but document it. Like make a Twitch channel, do something to like, well, I don't know. I think playing games is kind of because you're not providing value, like actionable value that people can walk away with. Playing video games is very light entertainment value. So that's why people have a really hard time growing on Twitch, because if you're just going to stream if you stream yourself playing a game, what value are you providing? besides just entertainment. Like, unless you're exceptionally good, you're gonna have a really hard time building a brand on Twitch. Like, people, there's that dude who made a video, or he streamed for like 9 hours a day, lost his girlfriend, lives in like this 1-bedroom apartment, like had like maybe like, I don't know, 100 daily viewers or something, which is just terrible. Like, because he's not providing any value, he's just playing a video game. What is he helping? Like, so your value is directly correlated with the value that you can give to other people, right? So if I help you guys out, then not only does your value grow, my value grows, right? So that's what you have to do when you build a brand. You have to figure out a way you can provide value to someone else. I've been talking, how many times can I say value, you know? Gary Vee's work ethic is crazy. It's not a sustainable workflow. His work ethic is pretty crazy. I think it is sustainable. I don't think I work quite as hard as him. My schedule's not organized as much, but I don't have people organizing it for me. I would probably work as hard as Gary Vee if I could. Not everyone wants something to walk away with. They like connection and personality. I don't know if the majority like connection and personality. I personally watch videos when I'm trying to learn something or figure out something, unless someone's like really funny. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, just solve a problem. But I mean, there are some people who just want someone to connect with. They want someone that's a like-minded personality. But those are a dime a dozen, right? I feel like if you can be all of that and provide value, okay, now you've taken yourself to that next level of creating a brand. Value or Valium? Probably just the first one. Probably shouldn't create the second one. Probably get popped, you know, by the DEA. Crushing It 2018, yeah. So he has Crush It, which is like an older one. I think the text is in green, and then Crushing It 2018 right now is it's like a yellow book cover. Very good book. That's the book that pushed me to create my brand or work on it. I was like, I already have a YouTube. It's not doing very good. I'm just kind of intermittent on it. I have to Peter McKinnon, just go hard on it. And I've you know, I've gone from making like $1 a day on YouTube to more than that now. So enough to, well, I can't pay all of my bills or even half of my bills, but a lot more, right? So if I just keep focusing, keep scaling. Was I following the dreaded dev? No. Have I watched Narcos? I haven't watched Narcos. Haven't done it yet. Crush It and Snort It. Yeah, anyways, I could talk about building a brand for a while because I read tons of books on building a brand and developing a character. And it's weird because I talk about it and I do it and I make videos talking about it and doing it. So like it's just this weird meta place to be, but it's more for you guys. Dreaded Dev was a little bit vulgar on his streams, and I feel like that was a detriment to him when he was talking about being a freelancer a lot. So I don't know. Currently reading The War of Art. Dude, I read that like twice in a day, or I listened to it. It's a very short book. Watch Narcos. It's awesome. I don't know. It just didn't seem that interesting. I'd rather watch like Ozark, you know? Keep doing my thing. Use some of the video content on Instagram or Facebook. Brian, the thing with doing video on Instagram and Facebook is that I have to take the video from YouTube, chop it up so that it's smaller and fits on Instagram, change like it's the time that it takes. Since you have a full-time job, how are you live chatting right now? I'm just ignoring what my boss is saying. I'm just not working, right? I'm salaried. I get the money anyways, you know? Pothead, you blew it. You weren't supposed to tell him. He was under the impression. Great content, but you're a big inspiration. Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's on like NBC or something. I don't watch it. Ozark was amazing. You binged it in a few days. Yeah, I usually watch one episode a night with my girlfriend. Later, dude. Should you build a personal brand and use it to push a product, or build your product's brand behind the scene? Why not do both? I mean, you don't necessarily, it's your job to figure out how to monetize yourself, right? So if that's you selling your time, if you want to be a consultant, or you want to build a brand to be a consultant for people, do you want to build a brand to write a book and then point your brand at the book and be like, hey, go buy this book. When's the last time you updated the site? Probably, I don't know, last week. I have to work on it. It's on my list of things to do. Did I ever use coding challenge sites like Code Wars? Nah, not really. Can't build a brand if you have no product to offer. You can build a brand without a product. You just have to have something to provide value. Like, if there's something that you could share with other people that could help them, talk about it. Clickbait and entertainment seems to be the way to win on YouTube, right? But they don't run their channels like a business. They just make videos for fun, and they get lots of views, and their audience is probably a bunch of little kids, really shallow engagement. Yeah, they don't run their channel. They don't use YouTube as a way to build a brand for entrepreneurship. They don't run it as a business. They don't do sponsored videos. They don't have a website backing it up. They just make videos, which is good, right? If that's what they like to do and they like their job, hey, go do that. I'm not really interested. I'm like using this as a platform. He just doesn't get it. Rayleigh, it's just whooshing over you, dude. This is my job. I quit my full-time job. I teach. I do YouTube now. Ian, later, dude. Is it okay to use mini divs in HTML? Look up semantic HTML. Yeah, go with that. Business equals money. Well, I mean, so they just run their channel for fun. I'm sure they get ad revenue, I guess, but it's not like you can have a whole lot of views where people don't engage or people hit the like button, but they're not interested in anything that you have to offer. It's just a very, Oh, been out of the game for a while. Yeah, I quit my job, so I teach code and do YouTube. You just watched The Hub. Hey, congratulations, man. Go clean yourself up. The old Dev Tips was a solid brand. He probably sold his channel. I don't know if that's against YouTube's terms of service, but I don't know. I think the dude went to work at Google or whatever. That was like his dream. So he built a brand, and then how'd you and your girlfriend meet? We met on Tinder. What's my recommendation for jumping into freelance web dev? I don't know. Upwork is good. Upwork just charges 20%, right? So you're already charging, like, you're just going to get beat by people that live in cheaper countries. React or Angular? React. Can you get a portfolio review? Yeah, dude, send it over. The Google presentation was terrible. I didn't watch it. I'm here streaming. We could have watched it together. There can only be one hub. Coming in with that clickbait. Regarding the value that I'm talking about, do I think the value should be for the greater good or for your own personal ambitions? Maybe a bit of both. I try to do a bit of both. I do what I enjoy. I talk about what I enjoy talking about, what's fun for me to talk about. But you have to ask yourself a question. Do you want to be known for something, or do you just want to make a whole bunch of money? Right? Do you actually care about giving back to people, or do you just want to make money? So for example, if my YouTube exploded or whatever, and I just came on to, like, I don't know, $3 million, the first thing I would do would be go buy my parents a house and give them some retirement money and be like, here, go live your life. It's been tough for the past 5 years. Go live your life. And then I would probably go to Patrick, for example, the guy that I've been following. I'd be like, here, Patrick, here's a house. I know that's your dream. There you go. I don't know. I don't need that much. I'm not a very materialistic person. Yeah, sure, it'd be cool to have a fast car, a nice brand new car. I've just grown up with secondhand everything. So new things, fancy house. I don't need that much. So I feel like it's more about me giving back. Like, I actually like helping people, and let me do this because I know that you can't do it, or you're having a hard time doing it. If you get $3 million, you should be lawyering up. Obviously, I would put enough in the bank, or probably in the market on high interest or high return dividend stocks so that I could live off the passive income. And then I would take whatever extra passive income and save that income and then go buy people stuff and help people, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, if you can't be entertaining, you need to be valuable. I'm not sure if you're saying that I'm not entertaining, but I'm valuable. Rust, I appreciate the sort of comment. Did I watch Annihilation? I didn't. Oh, yeah, I mean, I saw the trailer, but my girlfriend went to go watch it with her friend, but yeah. Favorite Udemy courses? I don't know. I haven't been doing Udemy. Maybe Colt Steel, that's pretty popular. Are you is there a YouTuber that you think has an ideal reputation model? I don't know. I don't really worry about that too much. Othniel, you can send it to my email, dude. Someone I look to for ideas, inspiration, planning. I like Peter McKinnon's style. I really wish I could meet Peter McKinnon, because we both started with like 100 or 1,000 subscribers at like the same day, and now he's at like 3 million, and I'm at like 30,000. Check out Jarvis. No, he didn't change one of his video titles. He changed his entire YouTube niche. He made videos about coding, videos about tech, and then he started talking about this is the worst channel on YouTube, and just made videos that are parodies, which is what he's passionate about, right? If you look at his Instagram, he's really into, what is it called? Improv comedy. That's what he really loves to do. So it fits for him to make his YouTube channel about that. But it's not like he just changed his video title and then he got, you know, 1 million views. The YouTube algorithm helps, all that stuff. But he changed his content, right? So I could make videos about, well, okay, this is the worst channel on YouTube all day long, or Instagram, this is the worst Instagram guy. I could make those videos, but that's not my brand. That's not what I'm about. It's just like, if I do that and I get a whole bunch of subs and then I revert back to talking about code and the grind and the progress, like the walls that people run into and ways to work around that stuff. Oh, like, oh, by the way, you wanna get a job in code after I make a video about like this is the worst channel on YouTube. Everyone's gonna be like, what are you doing here? Oh, by the way, here's my resume site. You can go buy my resumes if you want a job. Wait, well, you're just talking about popular YouTube. Like it wouldn't work. Peter's content is about making nice content. Peter is pretty meta, I think. He's like a magician too, right? I remember I sent him a message before he exploded and he didn't answer. So it feels bad, man. It feels sad, man. It'd be cool to meet him. I'll meet him. I'll meet Gary V. I have a contact that actually knows Gary V, but I have to get that contact doesn't know that I know that he knows Gary V, right? So I have to wait until I get to enough where I can be like, hey, I know you have Gary V's phone number. And he's going to be like, how do you know that? And I'm going to be like, well, I just do. And, you know, it'd be really cool if you could put me in touch. But I need to up my value before Gary V would even consider that idea, right? What's best for him and his time? He wants to buy the New York Jets. He has a while to go. I'll sit down with him. Casey Neistat, I'm going to sit down with him one day. I'm going to sit down with Peter. I'm going to sit down with Gary V, Tom Bilyeu. All the people that have helped me. Like, I just want to be like, look, I did it. I followed what you said. You were right. I did it. Let me say thank you, you know? Like, if anything, let me just be like, yeah, you were right. Like, I probably can't buy you anything. And even if you just buy it yourself if you wanted something. But just like, Peter McKinnon. I get kind of salty sometimes. Oh, Engineered Truth is his longtime friend. So Engineered Truth has like 300k subs, and he went to Dev Mountain and he documented his Dev Mountain experience, and then he exploded, and now he sells master classes on how to make passive income, and I don't know, he just sells a bunch of stuff. Is jQuery relevant? Yeah, definitely learn it. Elon Musk. So I think this is what's happening, right? Elon Musk is competing in the car industry, and there's like he's the only one, right? He's taking fuel out of the industry, and I'm sure the car industry doesn't like that because gas is a lot of money in oil. This is kind of, you put on your tinfoil hats here, guys. But essentially, investors don't like him. People aren't investing in him. So he's like, you know what? I don't need investors if I can get the people on my side. And so he's just going savage mode. And everyone's just like, yo, Elon, #1 human. And if he can get the people on his side, then he has as much money as he wants. He doesn't need investors anymore. I think he's just trying to become the people's champ. I think he's realizing that he can, and that people are like starting to notice him, and he's making a considerable effort into building himself up and like getting better. He's going like Joe Rogan's podcast. Like, why would he do that? I think that's his goal. Are Sass and Les a must learn? Yeah, they're must learns. Just pick one. They're both pretty much the same. But you need to learn a preprocessor. You're gonna have to do that at work. Hey, back at it again with the live stream. Every day, dude. It's every day, bro. It's not. It's not every day, bro. I'm taking a vacation. That's actually what his video was. Thanks for answering all the questions. Hey, man. Appreciate you. Always wanted one of his boring companies, flamethrowers. I mean, yeah, you can still buy one, I think. Eric asked me in a comment, what is my opinion on the UCLA extension? I answered that already. Someone's sending me emails. Okay, got that one. Got this one. Got this one. I really want to start filming some videos like somewhere else besides my room, or Utah, or maybe go somewhere. But I'm trying not to. Right since I first started doing this, I'm trying to save my money for the tax man. The UFC 229 didn't excite. I just don't. I'm not worried about what other people's lives are doing. Right. I'm worried about myself. I mean, I get it, like it's entertaining for some people. If I had a whole bunch of time to worry about who won the fight, maybe, but I don't have that much time to worry, and I don't put my emotions in some fight that won't even affect me. Oh God, you're gonna start the coding boot camp at Rutgers? That's Trilogy, dude. That's Trilogy education. You're so fucked. Rip. That's literally like... Oh my God, go watch the video that I just made on Trilogy. You have to cancel and get your money back, dude. And if they don't cancel and let you get your money back before you even start, that's how you know they're shit. Just, oh fuck. Ray Lee, dude, get your money back. Cancel. There's no guarantee there. That's Trilogy education. I just made a whole video about why they're the worst. Oh, rip. Dude, you need to get that 10K back. First of all, you should never have to pay that up front without a guarantee. Like, I remember a girl messaged me. She's like, I can't get my money back, and it's only been 2 days. And I'm like, are you serious? You've been there for 2 days, and they won't give you your money back? What kind of greedy garbage is this? Oof. Dude, Trilogy is... Dude, seriously, Ray Lee, get your money back. Don't go there. Oh, boy. You should have asked. You went out of the loop. You went out of the loop, and then... You came back. You should have been here. You should have asked. Dude, look at the comments on that video. There's like some people that are really salty that I made the video. And then go read the Reddit post. Like some guy talked shit about Trilogy. And then that guy was like hunted down by someone at Trilogy. And was like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you leaving reviews on it? I was like, bro. Literally they lean on... Like, okay, Ray Lee, let me ask you a question. Why would you go to a boot camp at a college when you could just go to college? Aren't they both designed to get you jobs? What's going on there? Think about that. And if you can't get your money back before you even go, you're probably gonna like lose your initial investment, whatever the $2,000 that they charge to like hold a seat that you're probably not gonna get back. Yeah, probably, but like. Okay, well, don't go to a Bootcamp that doesn't have a guarantee. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Seriously, you should be able to get your money back, or you should not have to pay anything until you get a job, right? Otherwise, the Bootcamp has no reason to invest in the quality or quantity of what they give. Like, it's literally just for profit at that point. Have they come at me? I haven't said anything. I have not. I just said all of this is my opinion, and that's what it is. What bootcamps have a guarantee? Thinkful has a guarantee. Helio has a guarantee. Block.io has a guarantee. Lambda School has no payment up front. There's also a couple others you could look up, but there's a whole bunch of Open Classrooms has a guarantee. The one that I teach at, like, I don't know. Just if it doesn't have a guarantee, don't go. Like, what's holding them accountable, right? What's forcing them to stay relevant in the industry? Lambda School is essentially a guarantee, right? The only thing that you spend is your time. If you don't get a job making $50K or more, which is a bunch of money, assuming you're not in like San Francisco, then you don't pay. I should list the boot camps. Do I think learning Python isn't going to help finding a job if you don't have a degree? Nah, dude, you can get a job without a degree, no problem. This is the industry. Oh, Ray Lee, man, you gotta get that back. You gotta stop. Don't give him your money, man. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, but I did see the video of the response, and his main argument was like he's had nothing but a great experience with his teachers, nothing but a great experience with the TAs, and then they have a fully dedicated whatever career services team for you. Like, but there's still no guarantee. That doesn't solve the fact that there's no guarantee. Like, you don't get your money back if you don't get a job. And he was like, well, it was up to me and they told us it's no guarantee and I still went. And I'm like, I can't help you with that one, bro. Like, ooh, doesn't start for 2 months. All right, definitely back out. What else did he? Oh, I left a comment on his video and I said like, the teachers aren't there to like, you know, screw you over. The TAs aren't there to really screw you over. Like, people that, there's a lot of people who think $19 an hour is great, like it's fantastic, and they would take it, and I'm sure they would do their best to teach people code. I just think the dudes at the top explicitly say, hey, we're using university names so that employers will respect your resume when you apply. So when you apply, it doesn't matter what you know or your skill level. It's just the fact that we're using the university, and you can say that you went to a boot camp that was an extension of a university. Well, I mean, shit. It just, like, I'm sure he's having a great time. I'm sure the people that work there aren't there to screw you over. I just think the model of it is outdated and antiquated. If it doesn't have a guarantee, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because otherwise, there's nothing to hold the school accountable, right? Like, they're not investing in you. Like, if a code bootcamp makes a guarantee, that means they have to keep, like, it's in their best interest to get you a job. Otherwise, they have to give you your money back, right? And so that holds them accountable. You can go look at some of the comments there about what the interview process was like. Don't tell them that I sent. Like, I think that you should lean on your own skills, not not a college name, because if you do that, you're just accepting that, well, I don't know if I can do this, but hopefully this college name is big enough to get the employer to hire me. What kind of garbage is that? Byte Academy in New York has a guarantee? Yeah, definitely do that. Oh, the guy that made the video is a vet and he's going for free. I mean, I guess that's good. Don't tell them that I sent you. Like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to do anything defamatory. I'm just telling you my opinion that I think the business model is antiquated. Is there anything that guarantees in Philadelphia? So I guess you want like a in-person boot camp. I have no idea. You'd have to look it up. But if you go to Course Report, you can see a whole bunch of stuff. Like I saw a .NET boot camp, for $14,500, no guarantee. What? You'd rather boot camps be in person, not a fan of online only. So a lot of the online courses, or a lot of the online ones, are kind of like go at your own pace a little bit. But Lambda is like actually boot camp. They take roll. You just have to show up to the Zoom. You get one-on-ones with your PM. You screen share. You do, like they check over your code. You have to be there. Like it starts in the morning. It goes all day, just like an in-person boot camp. You have classes, except you're at home. So you can save on that. Yeah, Christine, I think there just needs to be accountability on the boot camp. Like, if there's no accountability on the boot camp, you're essentially a college, right? And the whole point of going to boot camp is to get a job. Well, college isn't held accountable for what they teach you either, right? You just go because that's what society expects of you, and that's what the job application says it requires, right? You might, if there's no guarantee, you might as well just go to college. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but at least you get something accredited. Like the college has no responsibility to get you a job. I mean, they have an alumni program, but really, do they care if you get a job or not? No, you graduate and then it's on you. Boot camps, yeah, it's a little bit faster. There's some career services programs for the ones that don't have a guarantee, but there's really just nothing holding them accountable, right? If they don't get you a job, nothing happens. They got their money already. We could talk about this forever, but Anyways, I'm gonna go have a good lift at the gym. It's a deadlift day. It's back day. So I'm going to go destroy that and then go for a run with the puppers. And then I have some students to teach later today. So it's going to be good. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I might make a vlog tomorrow, but be back later with a video. See, this is what would happen if someone tried to break in my house. I think it's a Amazon delivery guy. All right, dudes, I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you later. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'm out.